Hey guys, I'm here, and pretty much, this is a very surprising, shock news, breaking news thing for professional wrestling, as it was revealed by Bobby the Brain Heenan on Twitter that WWE has officially bought TNA, Total Nonstop Action Impact Wrestling, which is a huge thing. It's revealed. Bobby the Brain Heenan also, somewhat confirmed that that it is official that Vince bought him, but the official announcement that Vince bought it won't be until Bound for Glory, which is, as of recording this, will be tomorrow. And it's a shock because over the last few years, TNA has tried to be, a new enemy towards WWE, a new promotion that battles WWE, and TNA has not been able to do that. They haven't had the moment to try to take down WWE. Yes, TNA had fantastic self-made superstars that they have created, that they have made popular, like AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode, Austin Aries, Zema Iron, Eric Young, James Storm. They've had so many good superstars that would never join WWE. And along with that, they had superstars from WWE, WCW, or ECW that they had WCW stars that either went to WWE, didn't get what they wanted, and then they went to the TNA, or they had ECW and TNA stars that ECW and WCW stars that didn't join WWE yet, or they had former WWE guys who left WWE and joined TNA. With that in mind, WWE isn't TNA hasn't had the time or the chance to prove themselves, and when they did, despite them having fantastic superstars, stars like the ones I mentioned, along with former WWE, WCW, or ECW guys like Sting, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Rob Van Dam, Kurt Angle, Kevin Nash, Mick Foley, all these fantastic guys, even guys like the Hardys and the Dudley Boys, two superstars two tag teams that revolutionized the tag team division in the early 2000s. When you put all those together, you take all of those moments, all those things, and puts them in TNA. They had the opportunity to show what they're really made of, and to show that they deserve to be better. And they either had the chance to and they failed, or they never had a chance. And TNA has been falling flat on its face over the last couple of years. Bad business and everything has been making it go down and down and down. Some people from TNA leaving, especially someone like AJ Styles, who left TNA, went over to New Japan, and then went to WWE. And guys like Samoa Joe and Bobby Roode, who just left, and Austin Aries, who just left TNA and then went to NXT. So it's with WWE buying TNA, buying their official lot, I don't know what exactly they got from the deal. I'm assuming we're probably going to see this within the next couple of days or so. And I think that they should really invest on building stars from TNA. Having stars be involved in the Raw and SmackDown rosters. Maybe send some of the superstars that never been in WWE. Maybe send a few of them down to NXT to get them used to the WWE ring. Have them get used to other superstars. Maybe if their superstars that WWE hasn't gotten yet and they aren't sure if they're going to be breakout stars, maybe they want to build them up in NXT before they move them up to the main roster. That would be great. And along with that, they also have former WWE, WCW, and ECW stars that they could build up on, saying, the whole thing they did with Sting, how they didn't want to join WWE because of how WCW was mistreated, or for ECW, depending on which people. But it seems like they could do it. They could build up on this stuff for TNA, and I really hope they get the TNA video pay-per-view library along with TNA Impact Wrestling. I really hope they get the entire library and put it on the WWE network. I really hope they do that because I really want to see WWE. I really want to see TNA on the WWE network. I really want to see matches like the Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, and AJ Styles triple threat, which is the only 5-star rated match in TNA history by Dave Meltzer. So like, seeing these pay-per-views on the WWE network would be great because then people don't have to buy DVDs and stuff, and also like, it's good. It's pretty good publicity that they can do for TNA. Like, sure, not all of TNA, like pretty much the majority of TNA's history has not been that great, and they've fucked up a lot of things. Don't get me wrong, they fucked up on a lot of things, but they could do well. TNA could do well. TNA could be a major impact on WWE, and WWE will be a major impact on TNA. Now, what does this mean as far as pay-per-views and the storylines are concerned? As far as Bound for Glory, I think Bound for Glory is going to be the final TNA pay-per-view. I think that once they get all the roster and all the video library set up, they're probably going to have to split the TNA roster, have them go on separate rosters. Maybe send a few of the not so ready stars that they think are, and send them down to NXT, and then maybe have the already established guys, maybe Samoa Joe and maybe Austin Aries from NXT. They move them up to the main roster. I do think the majority of these stars should head to SmackDown, considering the fact or maybe I think they should go to SmackDown because SmackDown has a little bit smaller roster than Raw. But at the same time, SmackDown's doing well with the amount of superstars they have. At least they're using all of their stars, unlike Raw when they have one out, part of it for women, part of it for the tag teams, part of it for cruiserweights. I just don't think Raw has all the time to do that unless they're gonna have triple threat and fatal 4-way matches for every single Universal title match and every single US title match. That would be ridiculous when you really think about it. But I think as far as if they want to send some cruiserweights over from the TNA side, they could move them to Raw. And considering how Raw's women's division is kind of meh unlike SmackDown's women's division, I feel like they should send some of the women from TNA over to the Raw roster, so that way you can have more stars involved in the women's roster, the women's division on Raw. Then, besides that, I think everything will be fine from this point on. I think it's something that they definitely did. It's something that everyone saw coming. There were many people that didn't want to see TNA bought by WWE. There were plenty of people that wanted to see TNA being bought by WWE. I'm one of those people that think they should have a long time ago. But hey, sooner rather than later, when TNA could have went. So it's better that they bought TNA when they did. And as far as Bound for Glory, I might watch Bound for Glory. If I don't, I'm probably just gonna see stuff afterwards. Maybe on Monday I'll probably see some stuff afterwards. But this is a huge shift in the wrestling industry, especially now with the only major North American promotions that could really stand up to WWE is just Ring of Honor and Lucha Underground. Maybe Global Force Wrestling. Maybe Global Force Wrestling will get involved. Definitely not New Japan. But we could have another invasion. I even said to my one pal Chris that they should definitely do an invasion type thing with TNA stars. Maybe have AJ Styles be the leader because AJ Styles, he was the biggest part of TNA when he was there. He was Mr. TNA, Mr. Impact Wrestling in TNA when they had him. So I feel like if they do an invasion style storyline involving TNA wrestlers and WWE wrestlers, I feel like they should have the main leader as far as rest superstars are concerned is AJ Styles, and as far as like management type, maybe they bring back Dixie Carter. Maybe Dixie Carter could be in charge of it. We don't know. Maybe Dixie Carter would be a major part in the storyline if they ever do make that storyline. And I think there's a lot of potential that could come out of this. In my opinion, I think there's so many different things that WWE could do with this opportunity, and that's pretty much it. TNA is bought by WWE, and we're gonna see tomorrow on Bound for Glory if the case is that they're gonna merge rosters. So we're just gonna wait till then. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to tune in for more WWE news and more WWE content. Be sure to subscribe for more. And be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. I'm Christian Jacino from CNC Productions. I'll see you guys next time.